Terve vaan veljet ja siskot. Kiva kun klikkasitte videon auki ja tervetuloa mun kanavalle. Mun nimi on Tony Branch ja tällä kanavalla tulla tekee huikeita peliseikkailuja aina alusta loppuun asti ja totta kai pystytään hyvien puolella. Jos dikkaat meikän pelityylistä tai pelivalinnoista, niin iske peukkuu, pistä kanavatilaukseen. You know what to do. Ja arvostan. Teette minulle palveluksen. Pidemmittä puheitta. Jatketaan Hogwarts Legacya siitä, mihin viimeksi jäätiin. Alright? Hyvä. Kyllä vain. Viime jakson lopussa tosiaan päästiin Antonin kanssa rohkelikkojen joukkueeseen. I freaking love it. Just oikea tiimi. Sama missä Harry Potter oli. Hyvä. Lähdetään jatkaa matkaa. What is the way? Minimap.
Now, which way is the common room?
Joo. Oi. Siinä on rohkelikkojen pokaalit. Huispauspalkinnot. Ja joku arkku heti. No.
Must be different starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Tosiaan. Ollaanko me ensimmäinen historiassa, joka on aloittanut 5. luokalta?
It's that new 5th year.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man from the ministry.
Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
Kenestä me aloitetaan? Mennään täältä.
That girl thinks she can get away with anything.
Huh?
Still not working.
Mikä tuo on? House chest. Okei, sinne voidaan laittaa jotain. Hello there.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Cressida, hello.
Splendidly theatrical arrival
Hän
to the
voisi olla
sorting
meidän
ceremony last
sisko,
evening.
mutta
Made it in
ei
by
ole.
the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
A little more practice ought to do it.
I practiced all summer. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. What's so difficult about this one? I'm just going to keep at it.
That's the attitude.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Ja Antonin naama kertoo kaiken.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Thank you. Okei, hullu.
It's good black children are too
What
young
are you
to
doing
teach
up
them
there?
shoes anyway.
He'll do anything for a thrill.
Did you get your bit of root from Pippin?
Täällä on
Or did you
kaikkea
pick it
tekemistä.
yourself?
That
Voisi
girl
olla
thinks she
omenankin.
can get away with anything.
Don't fall off this
Hey.
time, Nelly.
Miten me päästään tänne?
Nelly!
Oh,
Why is everyone so highly strung?
Wild
it's
one.
perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
it was terrifying.
It's true, and I was almost killed. Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
How awful for you. And of course, that poor man from the ministry. But still, you got to see a dragon.
Yep.
Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
Mitä me kysyttäis?
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
Niin ilmeisesti se oli vähän harvinaisempaa.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
You never know. Aha, sä menet takas sinne heti. Pääset sä edes sinne? Okei, nipin napi. Sitten vielä.
I would really like someone to try it. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here.
Weasley?
Can't believe it.
Oh.
Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
That must be nice.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Mitäs sun mukissa on?
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the
Butterbeer.
connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Thank you.
New Gryffindor.
Huh?
Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Oh.
Is that so? Oi.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Selvä.
Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Ja mä muistan, mun koulukirjoille kävi aina ihan samalla tavalla.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Let's go.
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up!
Täältä tullaan. I'm right behind you.
Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio.
Poor Rufio.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and...
Revelio.
The guide says.
All right. Joo. Joo. Wizarding level. Joo. Nyt on paljon uutta kaikkea sisäistettävää. Joo. Okei. Okay. Hauska taulu.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Revelio.
Revelio. Kitty. Oh yeah. Ihana kisu.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Eipäs nyt hoppuilla. Give me the money.
Oh. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
M niin kuin map. Two main areas. Vasemmalla puolella asuu oppilaat ja professorit. Joo. Joo. Mä olen vaan pois. Ei, en pääse pois. Library. Pshä, mentiinkö myös oikeaan paikkaan?
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I always feel quite safe in all.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now.
Ja siinä maha, missä painitaan.
Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okei, meillä olisi... Mitä proffa?
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Maybe.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we include? Unfold it and have a look.
Taas mennään vai? Joppa joo. Okei. Kummalle tunnille mennään eka? Defense against the Dark Arts class.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okei. Kiitos, Fig. Aukeshan se. Woo! Onks tässä mitään niinku kävelynappia? Ei vissiin. Quest begin.
Is that all you've got?
Uh-oh.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
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 A levitation charm.
Levioso! Whoa! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okei. Leviosa. No nyt me osataan sekin.
Levioso!
Come on. First try.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Minäkö saan kokeilla ekana? Hyvä on.
Let us begin with a basic cast.
A basic cast. Ja sehän tapahtuu... Pow!
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time,
Yeah.
cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, Levioso. Good. Now, the basic cast.
Ciao.
Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
My goodness.
This should be
Protego!
Stupid Protego. Complicates things.
Levioso!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Good form.
I know. Levioso!
Stupid fight.
This can't be
Levioso.
first duel. Let's just say
If only all of my students were this adept.
you're good.
How perceptive. Not bad for a beginner.
Hei.
You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's
right.
enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Eikä sua sattunut, Sebastian?
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect
More
a new
like
student
Sebastian
to be
Swallow.
so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Valehdellaan.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Eikös toi vihreä huppuinen ole niinku luihunen? Luihunen. Onko se oikea sana? Just näin, kun ei ole Harry Potter-termit niinku tuttuja.
Exclusive and
Vaikka mä oonkin
unsanctioned.
leffat nähnyt.
Count me in.
Ei vaan muista.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library. You just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
Good.
Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill.
We'll
Look
see.
for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Till next time. Oi. Attend your first class.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Okei. Okay. Missä me sitten mennään? Seuraavalle oppitunnille tietysti, mutta... Mikä ikinä se olikaan? Oh, asento. Huh? Toinen kissa. Hei, kitty, kitty, kitty. So cute. Meow.
Revelio.
Revelio. Paljastako jotain? Nothing. Matka jatkuu.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a
love
bit.
switching spells.
We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get out of the lesson.
Here,
Toinen oppitunti
Behind you.
alkakoon.
there is an open seat here.
No, okei, mä tuun sun viereen.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Nope.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Mä tykkään tosta
My,
opettajasta.
the summer months
Hyvä
must have
asenne.
really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Nope.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Akio. Akio. Vai Accio? Accio.
Accio.
Akio.
That is not bad.
Okay.
You are a swift learner.
Thank you.
I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Okei. Mihin me nyt mennään? Jaha. Lähdetään metsään.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree.
Pihalle.
So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
No, mikä ettei. Accio.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment.
Okay.
Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes?
Yes.
Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
Okay.
Accio.
That's it!
Come on. Vielä pari. Ja.
Very good!
Ei tullut 50 sekään.
Splendid!
Come on. Lasketaan. Close enough.
Very good. Points to
Thank
Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Clear.
Yes, sir.
Saako aloittaa?
Watch this.
Okei. Eikä. Sä vedit heti 40, eikö 50. Anton's turn.
Accio.
Come on.
Excellent.
Let us see this.
No just. Tipu yli. Tipu yli.
There we go.
Accio.
Quite impressive.
Well, thank you. Hei. No, tästä välistä sitten.
That is how it's done.
No, it's not. Let me show you. Yes!
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Yes, remarkable. Tän takia mä oon vitosluokalla.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
No mitä vielä? Oh my god.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Okei, tässä pitää olla vähän ajoitusta mukana.
Focus now, you will need it. This round settles it all.
Yeah.
Watch this.
En katso. Ho! Okei, 30.
Yes!
Let me show you how it's done.
Accio.
Otetaan vaikka tuolta sitten.
Very good.
Crap!
Let us see this.
Tönäseekö mun palloa? Ei
There we go.
tarpeeksi. Kokeillaan tota.
Well done.
70 points. Tasapeli. Hyvä.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
Joopa joo. Saataisko me tuolla vikalla pallolla niinku tönästyy noin, tai ainakin yksi punainen 50 pois? Come on! Ei saadu. Mutta...
2 perfect rounds.
Yeah.
You're a natural.
Thank you, thank you. Tää nyt oli tämmönen.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Mitä, Wakanda? No kiinnostava kysymys.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
No, ei lähdetä lyttäämään.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
You're right.
Of course, you
That is
can
a
use
word,
Accio
if you
if
would.
want.
Yes.
You
If
wanted
you're
to
so
speak with me,
inclined.
Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Mitä?
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Okei. Noin.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering
Ja
about.
mikä on punainen?
Hope your
Tai
first
siis,
day's going well.
Mikä on sininen?
You certainly seem to
viitta?
hold your own in charms.
Ketä ne on?
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your
Korpinkynsi.
abilities.
Oliko joku semmonen?
Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better
En
see to
muista.
my charms homework. I'm
Pistäkää
afraid I
kommentteihin,
can't
kertokaa
count on
niitä
beginner's luck to impress
joukkueiden nimiä.
Professor Ronan.
Mutta, velit ja siskot, ennen kuin jatketaan muille oppitunneille, niin pistetään tää video pakettiin ja jatketaan seuraavalla kerralla siitä, mihin nyt jäädään. Alright? Minusta se kuulostaa ihan hyvältä ja siis mä oon aika innoissani tästä pelistä. Vaikuttaa mielenkiintoiselta. Taistelumekaniikka. Kyllä kun sen oppii, niin eiköhän se ole ihan jees. Mutta palataan seuraavassa videossa. Se on moro!
Let's go!